Alright, the Ace of Spades here, bringing you guys some more Wargame Red Dragon gameplay action. Same map as before. Same server, mine. Me and Corn Products are going up against Anariel. Solo was in this game. Well, Peach Knee High, I'm Comrade, Legion, and Harmonix, and Brodiac. Little bit swayed in the favor of red for this game, but I don't shy away from a challenge. None of us do. This game was actually before the last video and it's an interesting one. I'm playing Canada. Or maybe Scandinavia. So far I'm just seeing Swedish stuff. We'll get to the bottom of this. Let's get how to deployment. Obviously, just looking at the beacons here, me and Corn put down beacons, and no one else besides Mr. But he marked it as Rick, so we'll call him Rick. And then you'll see a nice spread of red 4 beacons. They do. And they are, we were all in the same channel while playing anyway. But this is just a recording, obviously. So I didn't get everything called down, but I call out 2 Mexuses and call out some more Canadian Airborne to try to get a hold in that side Gulf. So I got Erixes and these choppers here. For those of you who don't know what Erixes are, they're pretty badass 5-man squads, anti-tank and also anti-imp with 2 HE and 25 8. Pretty mean. You gotta get them fairly close at 10-50 meter. They are mean sons of bitches. Horns, AA pieces with its anti-seed missile, anti-radar missile, seed missile, not anti-seed missile. Anyway, I don't care. Dexus Celtic, maybe my ADATs, shot down that MI2. So the rest of my force is finally getting up here. Canadian Airborne alongside Erix. NM45s, so he is Scandinavia. Giving those MI8s hell. Celtic coming on assist. I got a Chimera, 2 ADATs, 2 groups of 2 Erixes, and 2 groups of 2 Canadian Airborne. I got those, or they Leopard C2 Mexes on the way. Canadian Airborne on this side. We are looking really thin right here, unfortunately. Just because I know who I'm going up against, and I do not want to take this guy lightly. He will ruin my day if I don't give him the attention he desires. So Peach Knee High has a T-80 and a T-64 BV tank in the middle for now. Conkers. Those Conkers M almost got my Chimera earlier. Two of them hit out of the 3. Mr. Rick, aka whatever the hell that is vainly fighting against part-time Comrade and getting his shit rocked, I must say. My Grizzly's kind of scouting ahead. Canadian Airborne fairly far behind him. ADAT's missing several shots. Misses another one. Gets the... No, it doesn't get the fourth one. Uses 5 to take out one MI8. I want to say I killed that K-52 earlier. K-52, or 2, actually, with my ADATs. May not be yet, though. I don't see it. Canadian Airborne going up against too much infantry and BMP-2s there. I don't even know about this LSTR until just now. So this early in the game, we're already getting wrecked and losing. Losing on one front anyway. Once I saw those LSTR, I decided these Leopards probably won't be a good idea for this forest. Those Vampires are a little too hefty for these tanks to just take on the chin. Dex's K-Dow just chilling right there. Junkers, little transports, these 35mm guns. That's pretty hefty. Legion's Conquerors firing from afar. An Ariel's T-90 moving. Let's see what's going on over here. Brodiac making headway. They got the little town here secured. Like Corn's kind of prodding them from this angle. That's a lot of blue there, though. I don't think this assault is going to get too far. Right here, it's just getting overrun. The best camper, he's coming in with some British infantry, with some American smalls and an LVTP for backup. Looks like that's going to wipe out a good chunk. Storm Pioneers and 30 Spetsnaz and 40 flamethrower troops moving in. There's Solo coming in with VDV-90 and Spetsnaz. Deadly threat. Solo with his 2 Su-27 PUs guarding the skies. No planes going to be flying around them. No planes that want to live anyway. So all this flame infantry is going to clean that up. VDV will definitely get that LVTP if nothing else does. Looks like the PU's brought down an aircraft. Challenger marksman laying waste to some MI8 MTVs. Peach Knee-High bringing up a BU T-72. Still kind of stagnant here on this front because I don't want to prod Peach Knee-High too much and get those horns. So his T-64 is absent. I think it may have gotten killed by one of Corn Products' STRV-103Ds, if I remember correctly. It got side armored. ADAT's working its magic. So we have lost this front. Looks like some guided bombs came down on some infantry. My Leopards were firing on some infantry out in the open there for a second. Fortunately, Junker is bringing up an attack helicopter, even though there are, I was going to say LSTR, but those Skrezits slayed it anyway. So I'm trying to get a presence in here, but these 10 Pioneers are not going to do the job. I just didn't have enough points to focus on 2 fronts like I would like to. Just due to this map's a 2v2, you don't have that much income. And it doesn't help that teammates are a little green when it comes to Wargame. It's like Mr. Rick got some SAS behind enemy lines. Looks like North Korean action moving. This front of off Delta. Spetsnaz and Storm Pioneers and VDV coming in. This Delta area is soon going to be lost, I think. I know. Tunguska M, this little transport, couldn't get that F1. Surprisingly. Pathfinder's spotting some things. I expertly got them into these hedges here. Moving my Leopard C2 mexes up to try to start pounding some things. Obviously they're not going to be able to take on a BU and a T90, but maybe some of these lighter targets they can. Junkers taking some Kutai to their death. Harrier coming in on the Skrez. It's wasting those Mavericks and the plane in general. It's like Jason finally decided to stop throwing stuff to the front and getting it killed. I think those are two looks like warriors, probably with infantry loaded in them. Ah, this is where the best camper loses two chieftain marksmen. Just neglecting this road, and I on several occasions marked, yeah, I was fixing to say, on several occasions I marked here that, hey, that's not safe. For a second. But unfortunately, the guy does not understand that that road is not safe and loses 285. So 10-point infantry firing at Legion's VDV that are spotted due to recon. It's like some Rizvedka trying to get over the hill and be peeping toms. ADATS gets a Mi-24 A, I think. Artillery coming in from someone. Chaos Meddler. Really helped me out a whole lot. Kills a couple 15-point transports. Doesn't even get the Spetsnaz. Pioneer's still alive, but going to go to their death. Chaos Meddler being neglectful of his tanks, laying into them. And that goes. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage to him, but he brings them in over here and lets them get side armored and shit. Leopard C2 Mexus misses a side shot on the T-72 BU as it went from this forest to this forest. B1 with there as well. A little too much armor for old Canada to handle. ADATS gets the little recon buggy. Barely makes it out, but 225 Ds come in. Finish the job. Yeah, Pioneers are dead. Fortunately, this is kind of a hard area to navigate to try to do a push on our main zone, even with such a small force. Bridge. Any bridge is hard to cross with enemy forces on the other side. Sometimes it's hard to cross without anything. Shit gets stuck. I think that happens to me on this. One of my ADATs gets stuck. Shit just happens sometimes. Corn still prodding in this direction. Looks like the forest fight over here is getting pretty intense. Usually, they're focusing their fight outward a little too much. They got territorials way back here and SAS. That's odd. You don't see a fight taking it to this far away from a very odd. Looks like these probably have a bunch of. I wasn't even paying attention to this fight over here. Flak Panzer telling those FJB to stop being infantry. Be fertilizer for the ground. VDB-90 from Legion. Legion's got a presence over here too. VDB-90 doing work in the forest. Mr. Legion. There's my what the fuck are you doing beacon after Chaos lost one of his Challenger 1s to side armor shots. Peach Knee High trying to find my recon, firing on position right there. Fortunately, they are. Leopard C2 Mexus kills some Rizvedka. ADAT's targeting Solo's robots. Only gets one of them though. Chaos Meddler mortaring the absolute shit out of this Conqueror's SU-25 coming in from Mr. LT. I don't think it gets anything. So far we're holding these fronts good, but this one has completely folded in its entirety. Tank's probably not the best idea for this foresty area. Zvedka, or not, Special Aflaka, side armored the C2 Mexus and almost put it out of commission with one shot. 17 rocket. These tanks here might do well with the Mark 19s against LSTR or VDB-9. They're pretty weak tanks, yeah. They 8 front. Looks like there's some dickings going around out here. SU's clean up. Most likely SAS and those Lynx H7s. Mexus shooting an Ariel's Rizvedka. Very persistent, trying to get him over that hill. More mortars going down on these transports. It's not doing a whole lot to help anything. Could be focusing his mortars elsewhere and doing a lot better. Jason pushing his damaged tank. Those 2 Japanese tanks also eat it. There's one K-52. I got it on pretty early on, I think. T-80 being spotted. Peach Knee expertly moves it back. It's been spotted. I'm bringing up more recon. 38M going to be bombing. ADATS gets it, I think. Yep. So I put some Erixes right here to just kind of keep anything pushing out too easily, I guess. Looks like more MLRS coming in from Mr. Chaos Meddler. STRV-103D, I think, got a. It's like the T-72B1. Horns starts moving back. He senses the BU coming. My C2 Mexus yet again misses a side armor shot on the BU. Can we get a MVP award going to Mr. Saunders for missing all his side armor shots on a huge ass tank? Nay, Sam's corn. Products needing help. Chaos Meddler assisting. Looks like Blue Forest trying to make something happen over here on this side. Spetsnaz fighting to the death here, killing all sorts of him. Even killing a Sage tank destroyer type vehicle. T-80 coming in from spots. Looks like it was firing on my Canadian Airborne. RLs are spotting from across the river. ADAT's in between the trees gets a almost kill on it. Second missile misses. T-80 gets away. Little scout coming up from me, trying to find that recon that's spotting all my shit. Unfortunately, he does not see the Rozvedka, even though he has exceptional optics versus the very good. Obviously, infantry are smaller than equal. Very small versus small. Chimera also being spotted. Conquer's team. First hit kills my... I just spotted the Rozvedka. Gonna get that Chimera to deal with it, but lost it. Already coming down on that backside. TO-62 coming in. Peach knee high. I don't think it'll stay alive for too. STRV puts a shot in it. Looks like the Nexus is gonna fit. So I bought a mortar piece here. Just forgot about it, but I do eventually smoke right my Pathfinder closer to the Chimera finishes off that damaged T-80 and it conquers M team. Gonna get another one maybe here in a second. Takes one to the front armor. I decide to pull it back though. This front still about the same. I think this KA-29 TD right here starts firing on position, blind firing, and actually kills a lot of my Canadian. Bringing up more logistics to repair and refit my ADATs and Chimera. Here comes those random rockets on my Canadian Airborne. Gets one man. Gets one group off that volley. ADATS gets stunned. Doesn't have any because it is stunned. Eric's is now being panicked. Legion using his Buratino with great effect, looks like. Artillery coming in. Taking that spot. Alright, so here's my mortars. Tactically smoking to get my Pathfinders a little bit closer so I can start whittling away at, hopefully whittling away at Peach Knee-High's forces. Corn looks like he's got some recon into hotel. Make 25, snipe some AA, I think. Conquer's taking shots at something, but killed anything. Spot signaling to push a little. Eric's gets shot up by the K-29. Kind of getting fed up with it, I think, and I was moving that Centurion. Yeah, it's on the way to kill that damn thorn in my side, literally in my side. I don't think he's gonna get out though. Jason falls on our team, decides he can't handle it, can't play with the big dogs. Eric's misses. El Tango pushing a empty transport the river there. Prodding, I'm sure, for Eric's kills some transport or something. Also this one, I believe. Yes. See what El Tango has. There's a Pion. Eric's gonna die here, looks like. T-80 gonna put it out. Or KA-29 fire on position action. Conquer's M lining up a shot on my Centurion marksman. Whiffs just barely. Lots of rain coming down now. Luckily inaccurate rain, at least for me. My teammates who were present, however, not so much. So I'm pushing. What I should have did was smoke right here to avoid that T-90 from firing on all. But wasn't smart enough. Chimera taking out the choice MTLB target rather than the T-80. T-80 goes down now. I lose a Nexus. I drop the other one back because he's almost dead. Those T-90s pummeled me. Another T-90 coming out. So there are two T-90s and BU, which is pretty much a T-90. An enhanced T-90. So that push, although I didn't lose a lot in terms of points, and I actually got some kills doing it, I probably went negative in that attack Could have done it better. Didn't. Even if I had smoked, looks like that SU-24 would have bombed everything it had anyway. Not my most proud moment in this game, but hell, I tried. Stinger whiffs. My Centurion, I'm gonna give that K-29 all it has, but not enough. Looks like it's gonna get away. Attack helicopter comes out for no reason from someone and just gets killed. Attention to it. Chimera misses a shot on a BRM. T-72BU moving up. Luckily, I'm firing computer says I must pull back. If his last name was Skywalker instead of McBride, I would have left him up there, but he's McBride. So my logistics trucks all are just about out. Afghansky's firing on position, killing some of my competitors. Seems like it has halted to a stop. They've achieved what they set out to do, though. Fight rages on. Control of the forest for Chaos Meddler deciding he's going to push a CV in hotel. Unsupported. I don't see it. Oh, here it comes. Okay, it's a command tank. But, I don't think I would do that. Looks like we got something coming down in this artillery here. A Smirch. And it's just barely missing these artillery pieces. It looks like he's barely going to get him out. Wow. Oh, this could be the killing blow. Gets one of them. Losing ADATs. I think I killed another K-52 though with that, because I pushed it up so hard. I kind of knew it was going to happen. Didn't kill one. I know I did. Oh, here it is. No, that's that K. But that ADATs, both of them paid for themselves and some, so it's fine. BRM pushed up a little bit. Took some 35mm shots to the side. Robots coming into the forest here. Oh, killed some over across the river. More transports. ADAT's gonna kill one of the robots. Luckily, the second one misses on my ADATs. One Afghansky down. Mex is going to kill the other one. Finally hitting its shots. Artillery coming in. On my ADATs. Mortars. Those Nonos, yep. BRM still there. Transports making their way across. I think this is actually yes. Oh, so I didn't get one. Well, one hit's in it. Pushing my ADATs. This might be where I lose the ADATs. Well, 52. Canadian Airborne and Mara should be able to hold this off if I keep them out of fire. My ADAS just sacrificed the mighty K-52. Mortars coming in on my wounded Chimera. Spetsnaz. Both transports are blown. I think this is just pretty shitty infantry. And my Chimera is going to deal with the troublesome Spetsnaz. Barely. Urban Ant Harmonics. Bringing in some Vidra 2s. You'll see right here this road, several things are being lost to it due to teammates' negligence of danger. Eric's is killing some of those Vidra 2s. Granatomic coming. Chimera being spotted by, I guess, this infantry here. T-64 BV shooting Eric's. All this ATGM across the river is really troubling. Looks like that command tank didn't last very long over here. Wasn't even paying attention. I already knew it was a bad idea. Looks like they're counter-capping India. That one Jaeger could have probably came in from this direction and actually killed that thing. Losing some mortars here to Lyren. I gotta stop looking at that front. The mighty Chimera went down. I think Su-27N. Unfortunately, a shitty way to die. Would have loved to have it be a plane. Snatched it up. One just annihilated 4 Rozvedka. So there's 2 T-72Bs, a BU, a BV-64, all of them in. Again, Canada, the way I spelt it. Canadian is... doesn't have anything for these heavy tanks besides Chimeras, and they are pricey, especially this late in the game. Our in 8, 9, 10, 11, 17 versus 7, down 10. Carryout Hawk just came in and gets shit on by light shootsen. Part-time using them to great effect on the newbies that bring in random shit. Chaos Meddler has another Chieftain command tank. What a great buy. My Chimera and Korn's STRV are stuck under the bridge. Most likely because of Chaos Meddler's Chinook that he has landed horizontally on. Although that Chieftain did cross, so I guess it's just our units derping. T-64 BV takes on M67 hands. This armor push not boding well for combined Scandinavian armies. Eric's is giving those Spetsnaz GRU hell. Artillery, thank God, artillery is coming down on those tanks. It's going to help me so much. Again, sarcasm. Didn't catch it. Put in some Carl Gustavs on that T-64. Looks like I am going to finish it, but oh no. That was the con. Challenger 1 Mark II help out with. Looks like he's going to go down now. Harmonic's bringing down some armor down the main road. Eric's is holding out at a side armor shot. One shot that tank. Very satisfying. Get a Vidra 2 as well. STRV getting pelted by Wilkes from Harmonics. Gets shot right in its pooper twice, and it's dead. Centurion Marksman not giving up. Eric's is not giving up. Get another shot on the T-64. Wounded T-64. Airborne. MIM coming forest along with the UAZ recon from Lee and Harmonic. Light shoots are now targeting my Grizzly transports. Eric's is fighting back with their HE rockets. Wilkes laying waste to my ear. Opening up. And mortars spooling up for some more smoke. I'm going to smoke right prevent that kind of stuff from happening. And Su-70 or 7BKL napalm bomber from Poland just dropped its load all over my Eric's. Because they are tough sons of bitches, both groups make it out, I think. Live to fight another day. Nario now teaching Korn how to play this game. T-72 boldly moving up. Kills a transport of mine, mercilessly. So, T-72B is reversing or something right here, and my Canadian Airborne make it pay. Enough to take down the mighty T-72. It has given us so much hell. C2 Mexa starting to help out with Novostrelki. BMP-1D's moving up with infantry. Tunguska M out in the open there. I remember in the TeamSpeak, I told an RL you're going to lose that T-70 or that Tunguska. My Leopard actually hits it and one bars it and it gets away. I felt so ashamed. C2 Mexus gets annihilated by T-72B and a TA. So they're pushing pretty hard now. BMP alongside some Motostrelki. Not 90s. And they do have a once where I was down to 32 Canadian Air and 5 Eric's. All of which have paid for themselves, I think. Chimera, though, is in the back. Afghansky's most likely annihilate that group. Spots is Baratino, Joy. Su-24 coming in, bombing corn products. So I'm kind of in retreat mode now, at least with my Chimera and Marksman. Canadian Airborne making a stand. MP-1D. Eric's has somehow survived. These guys I should pull them from the front and keep them alive. They are so awesome. But, they do end up dying. SU-7B coming in again. It doesn't make it out though. Those Canadian Airborne, I don't think they're going to make it out. Eric's is in the middle of all the flames, surviving 4 men. And I think they actually do kill that man there before eventually going down. Two missiles left. Can they do it? I already know they can, even though they're panicked. 38% chance to hit, and they annihilate that. Solo with his, would say patented VDV and Spetsnaz combo, but everybody and their mother who plays Russia does that in the force, so. Planes boldly flying over that zone there. My ADAS picks up, I didn't even see that. ADAS picks up the seed plane. I guess it was a good thing it got kind of stuck back here. B5 coming in on nothing apparently from Mr. Onario. Looks like that final napalm drop is going to kill these Erixes. It's okay, they're out of missiles anyway, they weren't going to do anything. Or do they get out? He's stunned. Turned to ash. But he was spent. Another B5 coming in from spots. We get 2 kerosene leaks. My Centurion Marksman. SU-24 bombing. Fortunately for him, my Centurion was turned off. So they've completely surrounded me now. I got a mortar, a marksman. The Spetsnaz group before the VDV arrived. My Chinook almost got it with a Gatling gun, the VDV I mean, and that would have spelled doom for the Spetsnaz, but these last 2 men were able to kill my marksman. That T-72B shoots my Chimera in the pooper, all simultaneously giving me heart ache. .203 artillery coming in. I guess they need it. Finish off. That command chieftain goes down. My Bison amphibiously trying to get away, but takes a rocket to the ass from Solo. Brings out 2 Su-25Ts. Loves his expensive planes, it seems. He's got 400... 760 points worth of planes flying in the air. So I have been completely wiped out now, and you'll notice one thing. I've been completely knocked out. Well, not completely. I have Pathfinders back here. And some other things. I think I have some Grizzly transports. Hell yeah, I do. But you'll notice one thing. So, I have not quit. And you'll see here, Red 4 is in the lead by about 3,000 points. And, It was a hell of a game. I had a blast losing. That's how this game needs to be played by everyone, I think. Stick around. A lot of us did on Blue 4, I think, stuck around. But it was a fun fight. I think it was worthy of making it to YouTube anyway. And that was Canada for you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We all know how this ends. Not well. Or at least not well for I mean, I was positive, so did Mr. Corn Products and Chaos Meddler. And I'm sure everyone on Red 4 goes positive. Nario almost went positive. Solo goes positive. Peach Knee High, a little negative. Part-time, amazingly positive. Legion, positive. Harmonix, positive. Even. So. For me. Care, I had fun.